I'd like to get a little bit vulnerable with you. One day I was driving. It was a cold, rainy Oregon afternoon, and I was struggling with something. I was working long hours as an entrepreneur. Can you relate, right? I was giving it my best, and I wasn't making the ends meet. I simply didn't have enough money and time to go around for all the things that were valuable to me, right? And I wasn't even able to pay my rent on time. It was a pretty sad situation. But during that ride came a moment where I made a powerful, emotionally laden decision. And I'd like to share with you a little bit about that moment. So how many people here have ever felt discomfort around your pricing, right? Finding your alignment with your pricing requires knowing your numbers, but more importantly, it requires knowing yourself. So it gets into both financial literacy and also emotional literacy. And it's this emotional part that's most often overlooked. The surprising reality about money is that it's not just numbers, math, and logic. It's actually a highly emotionally charged subject. Money is a reflection of what you value. And I'm guessing that you experience emotions around what you deeply value. So the uncomfortable truth about pricing is that it's based on perception of value. So pricing your services can connect with your perception of how you value your services. And that can connect with your perception of self-worth. Now I know I'm going deep here. Bear with me. A diminished perception of self-worth, a feeling that you're not good enough in some way, can have really deep roots and gnarly tentacles that are difficult to even see sometimes. And I know, because I've been there, right? But what's wonderful about being an entrepreneur is that it challenges us to ride the edge of our comfort zone. And it's in that territory that's just outside the edge of what's comfortable and familiar to us. That's where we're able to grow, to discover, and expand into the potential of what we can become. A more authentic, a more healed, a more whole version of ourselves. What's wonderful about feeling discomfort around pricing is it invites us to get really clear about what we value. So if you've struggled with your pricing, you might also be struggling with under-earning. And it's often overlooked that overworking can actually be a symptom of under-earning. That's right, overworking can be under-earning in disguise. So what is this under-earning? Let's get curious. But I also want to be gentle here because we may be touching into tender areas. You might be feeling frustrations. You might be feeling grief, or sadness, or even anger. Perhaps there's anxieties or fears, or maybe some guilt, or even shame. And I'll be honest, I've experienced all of these emotions at some point in my relationship with pricing. So what's the way out? I'd like to share with you some techniques that can help you manage some of these challenging emotions when they come up around pricing. And it's with these techniques that you can literally learn to navigate these uncomfortable emotions in your nervous system and find your way through them. These are the tools that will help you go from feeling stuck to finding your flow. So if you've struggled with underpricing or with under-earning, there's a pivotal moment that comes when you're ready to make a simple decision. The decision that it's time for me to earn more so that blank. We're going to fill in that blank, right? We're going to fill in the blanks here with all the multitude of reasons that you can conjure up for why it's necessary for you to earn more. And by filling in the blanks here, you're acknowledging what's valuable to you. So it could be, it's time for me to earn more so that I can pay my rent on time. It's time for me to earn more so that I can support my family and provide a good living for them. It's time for me to earn more so that my kids can have a good education and a good future. It's time for me to earn more so that I have a decent retirement, that I don't have to worry about what I'm going to do when I'm 70, 80 years old. all of these reasons. And when you can firmly hold what's most valuable to you in your heart and in your mind, you can be really clear and highly aligned about how you price your services. And so back to that cold, rainy Oregon afternoon where I was driving, something really beautiful happened. I became really clear about my values, and I made a decision that it's time for me to earn more. Thank you very much. And I also want to give a shout out to Barry Tesler and Barbara Stanny for sharing their gifts and their message with the world, for helping me through my own deep money work and money healing process. If you're interested to learn more, reach out to me. I have a free mini course that I'm giving out right now called Pricing, a Holistic and Embodied Approach, where you'll learn some of the techniques that I've alluded to here today. This course also covers many practical considerations around pricing, and it's my hope that equipped with this knowledge and these tools, you'll develop more confidence and comfort with your pricing. And all this is to simply help you run a business that's highly aligned and supportive of your deeper human needs. Thanks again.